Today we're going to be looking at the Alfa Romeo Tonale. This is the first compact SUV that Alfa Romeo have ever produced, and it could possibly be their most sophisticated because it comes in hybrid, and it will be coming to you in plug-in hybrid. Starts at £31,000. It's a bit of a head turner, so let's go and have a look at it. I'm Duncan Vincent, and this is the Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Like and subscribe, guys. The Alfa Romeo Tonale in Mazzano Blue, the Veloce edition. As you can see, the front end, very aggressive, quite a racy looking feature. I'm a big fan of the LED 3-ring lights on the front here, and the lovely iconic Alfa badge straight in the middle there gives it that aggressive look and aggressive feel on the road. You'll definitely know this car's coming up behind you in the motorway when you see these lights. Some lovely features on the Tonale is there's a seam that runs all the way up the side of the car, from front to back, and that harks back to the Julius of the 1960s to keep that iconic Alfa tradition running. The wheels, well, these are the 19-inch horseshoe wheels, big alloys, beautiful looking, and again, another iconic tip from Alfa Romeo. The wing mirrors, they also carry a lovely little Italian logo just in the middle there, just giving you some more of that Italian tradition and flair. As we make our way to the back of the Tonale, you've got lovely privacy glass on the back and in the rear window as well. We can see the lovely light bar. LED light bars seem to be fashionable in all cars these days, and the Tonale really grabs that feature and runs well with it. Again, the lights on the back, very similar to the lights on the front, that 3-ring light effect. We've got a lovely diffuser down the bottom, parking sensors. All in all, the back of the Tonale gets a big thumbs up from me. The Tonale has got an electrically operated boot, a couple of pushes on the button, has the boot opening for you, and as you can see inside, it's a pretty large boot, around about 500 litres, and there is a double deck option in the boot as well. To close it, we've got a button on the boot, or once again, 2 pushes off the key fob, down comes the boot. Slowly. So once we get into the inside of the Alfa Romeo Tonale, this is where the true Italian styling does start to show. Lovely steering wheel setup, lovely dashboard, and I'm a big fan of these paddles up and down for the gears. They complement the 7-speed gearbox very, very well. There is a rear view mirror as well, which will dim for you at night, so the driving will stop you getting blinded by cars coming up behind you. And we did also mention to you that there are parking sensors in the front and the rear, and there's also a nice easy parking camera which will help you get into a space with the lines and field of vision. Other key features that come as standard, you've got range sensitive wipers and you've got automatic headlights. There's a frontal collision and automatic braking detection, and if you happen to do lots of motorway miles like I do, well, intelligent cruise control is always a winner. There's a 10-inch touchscreen display as well, and it does support Apple CarPlay, but it's basically Android based. Your favourite widgets, whether that's the radio, if you want to have your heated seat, it's all about widgets, and you put your favourite widgets in your home screen and it makes it personalised just for you. So in the back seats, again, full leather. There's an armrest in there and drinks holders and a couple of USB chargers as well, which is an important part of it. USB chargers also in the front here. And we've got the special Alfa Romeo DNA toggle switch here, which is nice and easy to use. Dynamic, natural and advanced. Depending on your driving circumstances and weather conditions, you can find exactly where you need to have that set. So that's an overview of the Alfa Romeo Tonale, and we've talked an awful lot about it in the studio. But what we want to do now, let's get out on the open road. Initial impressions of the Alfa Romeo Tonale is pretty good actually, really nice, very direct feel from the pedals through the steering wheel back towards the seat of your bum, where you feel almost everything when you're driving. I do like this, it's nice, it's high up, good visibility out the front, great visibility at the back as well. And we're on busy commuter roads right now, so you've got to have your wits about you. I'm using the paddle shifts as well, so I'm up and down the gears on the paddle shift, having great fun, and that's a big thing as well. Went from the slow lane to the fast lane there, and noticed that the lane assist is very much in. Just feel a little bit of resistance in your hands as you go across the lane, so which is a great thing, keeps you very much alert. It's a safety mechanism which you want to have in a car. But amongst all the other things that this Alfa Romeo has, very impressed so far. Not a lot of wind noise, not a lot of road noise, and ultimately so far on our drive out today, it's getting a thumbs up. So we've just come off a roundabout there and we've turned the driving switch and we've gone into dynamic mode, and straight away the car's coming alive. It jumps away from you, it gives you a bit of an increase in power, and it just feels a little bit more responsive all of a sudden. The suspension has got firmer. You can feel that as we're driving along the road, and that was just a turn of one little switch, taking it from natural mode into the dynamic mode on the Alfa DNA toggle switch. One thing I am noticing, the steering's really light, really sensitive steering. In fact, it's incredibly light. You could do it almost with one finger, but it does give you pretty much accurate positioning of the car exactly where you need to go. It's a busy town centre we're in, and right now, even though it's quite a big car, it doesn't feel big, it doesn't feel out of place. We're on a lovely twisty road here, and it's got everything you would want. It's got ups, downs, adverse camber corners, positive camber corners, and the Alfa Romeo Tonale holds the road perfectly all the way down here. This really is where you want to have the paddles. This is where you've got to play with the paddles. You've got to be on the paddles, up and down the gears, following the flow of the road. And it's a comfortable thing to drive. Alfa Romeo have definitely got their homework right. They've done all the suspension work that they need to do. And these electronic options for the suspension that don't just alter the suspension, by the way. When you go to the dynamic mode, it gives you a release of power, brings the car more or less alive again. But they've done a good job. Ticking the box for that one, Alfa Romeo. Good stuff. Let's talk about brakes. The brakes right now, not just in a roundabout town, out on the open road as well, the brakes are fabulous. Phenomenal, in fact, you could even say. Very responsive, very sharp, very precise. The pedal next to that, because there's only two of them, remember, the accelerator pedal, very responsive. The minute I get on the accelerator after a junction, the car's wanting to go. It's wanting to make itself known and away from that junction. When you put it into dynamic mode, that's even more enhanced. Good little car, fun to drive. So overall, the Alfa Romeo Tonale from me gets a big thumbs up. It does everything I would expect it to do. As a driver, I like it. It's comfortable, it's responsive, and it's actually a lovely car to look at as well. Like and subscribe to our Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Put some comments in the box below. Why not go to the showroom and see if you could get yourself a test drive in a Tonale. Cheers, guys.